Hi there. So I've been doing these morning health drinks. Um, whenever I've kind of gone through um, difficult seasons with really ultimately it started with my mental health. Um, I just was struggling really bad, and I just really felt led by the Lord to start to pay attention to what I'm putting in my body and what I'm putting like on my body. I mean, obviously that ties into every area of life, but um, I'm focusing on nutrition in this video, and I've noticed that as I pay attention to the things that I buy at the grocery store and look at the ingredients and remove things in my home that have ingredients in it that, um, when being led by the Lord, researching like the different ingredients that are in the items that I have bought and then the effects that they have and how it impacts um, our health physically and even like mentally. It's the first thing that really we should look at when we're struggling with like physical ailments and mental, some like even mental health stuff, um, by just changing some things around in our diet. Obviously, it can't solve all of the issues, but it definitely certainly can help be a part of improving them in combination with other things. And so today I'd like to share um, my morning like health drinks, I'll call them. I don't really have a name for them. It's just what I've been doing, and it helped me to get fit, to slim down, to curb my appetite, to help I don't know, to help me fight like whenever I get sick or I'm starting to feel depressed or burnt out or wore down. Just having all the nutrients that I need um, has really helped a lot in combination with some other things that the Lord's been having me do. So the first one is going to be my apple cider, cayenne pepper, clove, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, lemon, and honey drink that I mix together with warm water. Um, and so I'm going to go over that with you. Basically, so I usually just kind of put like dash it all together, but since I'm doing a video, I'm going to try to use the actual measurements here. And so the first one I do is um the warm water. And so I grab my warm water, and then I'm not really going to measure the water. I just kind of put some warm water in a cup. Um, and I just fill it 3/4 of the way full. And then I take and I do about a half a teaspoon, no, 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And so this is 1 teaspoon. What's this one here? Okay, we'll use this one here. So I'm going to do 2 of them because I do drink a lot of liquids. So I know that I'll flush it out. I know that um, having too much vinegar can be really acidic on your stomach and not be very good for it. So you'll want to make sure to drink plenty of water. When I'm done with my making this, I do drink at least another 8-ounce glass of water and just continue to kind of drink fluids. And then I also do a protein smoothie as well. So that helps be a lot easier on my stomach while doing all of this. And so I've got my 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I do the organic Bragg brand, which I really like a lot. And then I do my cayenne pepper, and it says a pinch or a dash, which is about 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon. And so this is about 1/4 teaspoon right here. And I just take my cayenne pepper. I really like the Watkins brand I get at my local grocery store, Cashwise here. I just do a quarter, and I put that right in there in my Be Happy, Be Bright, BU cup. I like to drink out of motivational cups, just kind of to add to that. We gotta feed our brains positivity. And then the next ingredient on my list is cloves. And for that one, I'll probably just do a pinch of that as well, maybe about a quarter. They're pretty strong. I don't even know if I need quite a quarter of it. That's probably a little bit more. Maybe we'll do like half of a quarter, like an eighth. We'll probably do like an eighth. Should be fine. That's something more than that. And then for the ginger, it says you can use a quarter to half a teaspoon. And so my half of teaspoon is going to be this one here of the ground ginger. And then turmeric is a quarter to half a teaspoon of the ground turmeric powder. So we'll take my half a teaspoon again here for the turmeric. And then the last one is for my powders, for my seasonings, it's going to be the turmeric. And we're going to do a half of that. Or not turmeric, cinnamon, of the cinnamon seasoning. That's what I get for reading and thinking and doing. I'm not always the best at that. It does say somewhere it did, which I didn't know till today, to add a little bit of black pepper. What did it say about that? It said something about the black pepper. It helps your body absorb. I think it's the turmeric. I guess you put a little bit of this black pepper in there. I don't quite know how much, so I can't see where it had said that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the black pepper in there. Okay. And then the recipe calls for honey. So a tablespoon of raw honey. It says you could do or maple syrup. I really like using the honey. Honey is actually really good for you. It has tons of awesome benefits. So I'm going to do the tablespoon of honey here. I might even do 2 tablespoons, because I really like honey. And some of the stuff you get, once you get used to doing it, you can kind of just, I always eyeball it. Okay. All right. And then I do a squeeze of lemon, or you can you can get the lemon juice at the store, which works really well. But we always have fresh lemon at our house. We just love our lemon, and I always put lemon in my smoothies too to add flavoring. Okay. So I'm going to save the rest of that for my protein smoothie later. And then now that I have everything all mixed together there, I'm going to add just some more water so that it's not so strong. It does have kind of a strong flavor if you don't have enough water, then it will leak down. And then I mix it all together. Stirring stick. And then I drink it. That's really good. It says, be happy, be bright, be you. Okay. Next, I do my smoothie, which is awesome. And my body feels so much better after drinking this. It takes a little bit of time. It's not overnight. You got to do it every day. And it's just amazing how much better my body feels um, taking the stuff with the yucky stuff in it and replacing it with healthy, good nutrients for my body. So I'm going to scoop this on over here to my little blender and all my ingredients. You can see it. So first thing I put in there is my frozen fruit. So the little blender can chop it up easier. And so I don't really measure it. I just kind of eyeball it. I just put like your favorite frozen fruits. I really like cherries. So cherries are super high in antioxidants and they're super healthy. So I like to do cherries. And then I also like the wild blueberries here. I really like this Wyman's wild blueberries. They're pretty good. I can't always do organic because it's expensive, but organic is it's got a lot more benefits nutritionally in it. And then I like to do then I do my fresh fruits. So I like apples. I'll throw some apples in there. And you can add whatever fruits that you want, whichever ones that you like. Can't see my blender right now, can you? Very well. Well, you can. I just have all this stuck in the way. It's my first nutritional video that I'm doing, so I'll get better. I'll get better as time goes by. So there we go. You can see the stuff now a little bit better. Okay. Okay. And then I do my lemon. And I like to get the whole lemon in there. So I try to sometimes I can peel it in there, but okay. Here we go. You can see a little bit better. I'm not so graceful at this. I'm used to not doing this in front of a camera, but it's okay. Practice makes perfect, right? Well, there's no such thing as perfect. Practice just makes improvement. How's that? Perfect's overrated. Okay. And then I use banana. Bananas are so healthy. Eat bananas. I think I must have bought like 15 bananas like 2 days ago, and I'm down to like 5. I really like bananas. And my family does. So I got all that done. Okay. And then I just do water. Because now that I got that lemon juice in there, I can add the water and then like that. It gives it flavor. I don't have to put a bunch of expensive juices and all this other stuff. I just can use uh, the stuff that's in there in the water to make that flavor. And then I like to blend all that up first, and then I'll add my collagen peptides and then my organic protein superfood powder. So first I'm going to mix this up so I can get a nice puree kind of going. So here's this. We'll get that grounded up. And I do a lot. Like you wouldn't have to put this much in there. Like I put like a huge amount. You could probably do like half as much as what I did. I sip on it for a while when I do my daily stuff. Okay, so now that's mixed up. Then I do this. I really like this plant-based protein. It's um organic protein. It's got 50 superfoods, 1 billion probiotic protein powder with 160 calories, 21 grams of protein, plant protein, 1 gram of sugar. It's vanilla bean flavored. And it's got and then oh, I almost forgot. I have two other things I have to add too. And so this cost for 2 scoops of this. It's got so much healthy, like tons of healthy stuff in it. Just tons of goodness. You could Google it and look it up. So otherwise, I want to make this video like an hour long for you. But you could look any of this stuff up yourself and do more research, and you could add whatever you want to it. This is just kind of like a basis, thing that I do. So then I do my vital proteins, my collagen peptides here, which it's good for skin, hair, nail, joint support. It's grass fed, pasture raised. I get the non-flavored thing because I think we've got tons of enough flavors going on here. So I do already have a container open, so I'm going to use the open one. And then I just do a scoop of that. And then I do put a little bit of honey in there to kind of balance out the flavor. Like I said, I just love honey. Just squeeze a bunch in there. Okay. Then the last two ingredients I use are milled flax seeds, and then I do chia seeds. And um, I do like a tablespoon of each. I do 2 of each. So I go 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I do 2 tablespoons of my flax seeds. So I guess it's the one I just get at Costco. And so it's the Mayorga Organic. And then this one, I can't remember where I got this one, but it's the clearly organic milled flaxseed. I didn't see it at Costco. I'll have to look and see what it is. I like the stuff. So we'll do 2 scoops of that. And then I blend it all together. And then I get to drink it. The fun part after I make it. I guess lovely here. Okay. And I blend it all together. Um, I usually blend it for longer than that. I'm not gonna have the video go on for a couple minutes that I used to blend it. But there you go. That's my morning health routine that I do. I hope that it gives you some ideas or is a recipe you can take from it or use for yourself. It is doing wonderful things for my skin and for my digestive health, for my immunity. And it's just been a really cool journey as I'm learning to take good care of my body and good care of my mental health, physically and mentally. And I hope that it's able to be a good tool for you to use. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time.